Hey everyone, I'm assuming since you clicked on this video, you have started earning money as a teen, whether that's from a part-time job, an allowance, a side hustle, even birthday cash. But now you're asking, what am I going to do with all this money and where is it going? You might have some saving goals, maybe a new computer you want, maybe you want to pay for a nice prom dinner, even start saving for college. Or maybe you're a parent or an older sibling who knows that this could be valuable advice for a teen you know and wanted to share this video. So today I'm going to show you this super simple Google Sheets budget planner that's going to help you actually track your money and hit your saving goals. And the best part is it takes less than 10 minutes to set up. So don't forget, just because you're a teen or beginner with finance does not mean it's too early to start budgeting. This exact teen budget I will be showing is linked down below where you can purchase it. So let's go ahead and get started. This is my teen budget planner in Google Sheets. You can customize the different colors and fonts to make it your own. This budget planner has three main sections. We have money coming in. This is the income section where you'll keep track of every dollar you make. We also have the money going out section. This is our expenses section. This is where you can track how much you're spending, and this is where you'll realize that you're probably spending way more than you thought on random stuff. And third, my personal favorite, the savings goal tracker, because what's the point of making money if you're not saving up for something cool? So the whole point of this teen budget planner is to make budgeting actually very easy and also visual so you can see exactly what is happening with your money. Starting with money coming in, this is your income tracker and it's pretty straightforward. Here you're going to list all your different income sources. So for example, I have part-time job, allowance, /chores, babysitting /tutoring. This is where you can customize and add whatever categories that are specific to you. So for example, if you walk dogs, you could easily type out walking dogs instead of selling stuff. The amount and percent columns are actually automatically calculated via the income tracker, which I will get to below. But this is a great visualization to see how much you're spending in total for each category, as well as the percent of your total income. So for example, for your part-time job, the total amount of income you've earned is $200, which is about 30% of your total income. So if we go down to our income tracker, this is where you can actually go down and track every time that you receive money. There's a section for your income source, which is automatically populated based on the categories we saw above. Let's say you babysat and you did that on the 22nd of the month. And let's say you earned $100. You can put babysitting. And if we scroll up, you'll see that babysitting actually increased automatically by $100 since it's all automatic calculations. And you can see now babysitting and tutoring makes up almost 50% of your income. The next section is money going out, which is your expenses. Similar to income, this is where you can set up your own specific expense categories. You can customize this to your personal situation, but in this tracker, I have some basic teen applicable categories like gas or transportation if you drive a car or you take Uber. We have food, eating out. We have clothing, shopping. But again, you can make whatever changes that you want. And similarly, these amount and percent columns are going to be automatically calculated. So you're not going to edit them because they're going to be all calculated from our expense tracker, which I will show. But similar to income / money coming in above, we have the amount, which is the total amount that you spent, and the percent. So let's say we go to clothing / shopping. You spent a total of $116, which is 33% of your total spending. If you look a little bit to the right, we have this great visual or our spending breakdown. And you can see here, you're like, oh, $116 in a month, that's not that bad. But visually, you can see how this 33% takes up a decent portion of your income. So this is great if you want to realize, hey, maybe I should cut back on spending on clothes and shopping. We have our expense tracker, and similar to income, you can actually track every item that you buy. So let's say, for example, you do some clothing and shopping, you buy something on the 25th of the month. And let's say you spend, let's say $50 and you buy a new pair of shoes. So you can see automatically this was updated. So now clothing and shopping is 42% of your total spending at $166. This is a great way to track and also understand where your money is all going. Now to my favorite part, which is the savings goals section. And this is great because budgeting isn't just about tracking, it's about saving for things you actually want. And here's a way to list out any goals that you might have. Again, completely customizable. This is where you'll add in your goal, add in your target amount you're saving, and how much you currently have saved. Say, for example, I want to change this to, let's say I'm saving for a new camera, and let's say it is $500, and currently I have $100 saved. Here you'll see two columns which are automatically updated given our savings tracker, which I will show below, but it will automatically calculate how much you have totally saved, which is calculated below, and your progress towards your goal. So let's say you have a target of $500 you want to save, you have currently saved $100, and you have total saved $100. So if you go over here, we can see our fund purchase. We can update to camera. And so far we've made progress towards 20% of our goal, and we have a remaining 80% left towards reaching our goal. So this is a great way to visually see your progression towards your goal as a way to motivate yourself. As I mentioned before, you can update and make this customizable. So for example, since we've recently changed out our fund expense to camera, you'll notice this little red invalid that says input must fall within specified range. All that's saying is fund expense is no longer one of our categories up here since we changed it to camera. So instead we can switch that over and reselect camera. So now camera is saved as one of our entries. So let's say on the 14th, you made a contribution to your savings for camera for $35, which came from your birthday money. And let's say you made another contribution for your camera. Let's say on the 20th of the month, you made another $100 contribution. And let's say this came from your babysitting money. So now if we go up, we can see that our camera funds, we now have $235 in total saved, which puts us at about 40% of our progress towards our goal, which is great. This is an awesome way to visualize and see how you're making progress towards your goals. You might be thinking, why do I even need a budget? I'm only making like $50 a week. I don't have any bills to pay. So why is this even important? Well, here's the thing. Budgeting when you're a teen isn't really about the money you have. It's about building those skills and habits that most adults wish they had learned earlier. So right now, even if you're only managing $100 or $200 a month, in a few years, you could be managing thousands. And if you've never tracked your spending before, you're going to have no idea where it all goes and what you're spending your money on. Plus, budgeting now means you can actually afford the things you want in the future. A budget shows exactly how long you need to save and where you might need to cut back to get there faster. I wanted to emphasize this because even if you're not making a ton of money as a teen right now, this habit is going to pay off big time in the future. Trust me. I hope this video was helpful. I'd love it if you liked this video or commented anything fun that you learned. Just remember that it's really satisfying to start saving early and know exactly how close you are to buying and saving towards your goals. So again, be sure to check out the link below to get access to your budgeting tracker. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.